Good morning, y'all. I am delighted to be joined by Rob, better known as Rob the American on YouTube, who's just come back from Geneva Watch Days, and we are going to be taking a look at some of the best new releases from the event. We have links in the description to Rob's channel where you can see his two-part video on the event, and while you're down there, make sure to subscribe to the WatchGecko channel and to Rob's channel. But let's get into the new releases. Well, thank you so much for making the journey down.
Well, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. Can we do a wrist check before we get started?
Sure.
So what are you wearing?
Well, this is a Traska Commuter 38 in Oxblood Red.
That's a beautiful dial, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's super. And the Traska is a new brand to me, and they're based in Florida. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah, we love them.
And I'd seen an article about them, and I hadn't heard about them, and I contacted them, and they were very kind, and they sent me two as loaners just to kind of review and have a look at. So this is its first outing.
First proper outing.
Yeah.
How are you finding it?
It's so far so good. I really like it. The colors. It's this super rich red.
Yeah, it's beautiful red, isn't it? It reminds me of the it was like a grape color Oyster Perpetual, but a bit more deep red, isn't it?
And it's sunburst, but it's kind of a subdued sunburst, so it's almost matte.
Which when it catches the light as well, I noticed it as you were moving your wrist earlier. It's sort of just catches the light. You see the pattern, and it's hidden. It's beautiful, isn't it?
And you?
I'm wearing a new Nodus. This is the Trail Trekker in clay. This is very much it's giving me 16570 Explorer vibes.
And they're based out of
LA.
California?
Yeah,
California. So I met them for the first time at the Hands-On Horology show where
Wes is brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a lovely guy.
They were super nice, and that was one of the ones they had that Tiger's Eye.
Yeah, that limited edition of the Sector Sport. That
very
was
sharp,
cool, wasn't it? Yeah. We're a big fan of Nodus, so very happy to be wearing this. We've got it on loan for a bit as well.
Excellent.
And we'll be doing a video very soon about some of the other watches that they have, as well as this very cool piece.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be cool. So we've got you in because you've just come back from Geneva Watch Days.
I have.
Did you have a good time?
It was hectic, it was crazy, but in the best sort of way.
Oh, good. And you can see on the table we've got Rob's schedule, which has seen some action.
Well, yeah, this is what kept me out of trouble and kept me on target for all the places and the appointments that I had made. I had to color coordinate it too, it's kind of hopeless.
So did you make this then?
Oh yeah.
No, they didn't give you this. Oh, no. This is very professional. No, this is very organized.
Yeah, this was out of desperation.
Okay.
So, and the colors go across.
Okay.
So you got the time, place, and then the company and stuff like that. So I had to have all of this, and I kept to it pretty well.
Yeah, oh, that's good. I see some private parties and some cocktail meetings on there. So
well, when you're important as I am, you can
work hard, play hard. Yeah, damn right. The thing I wanted to talk to you about today is because Geneva Watch Days has been a crazy event. I think this year it's probably been one of the biggest that they've ever done. There's been so many releases, but I think we've kind of picked some of our favourites. And if you haven't seen Rob's video, after this one, make sure you watch this one to the end. Go over to his channel, link will be in the description, and you can watch the two-part video for Geneva Watch Days. It's a load of fun.
There was just so much that I had to break it down into two parts.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to cover, but I wanted to talk about some of the releases that really caught both of our attentions.
Okay.
First one being the new Zenith collaboration, the USM collection box.
Yeah, those were, I had never heard of USM. I guess it's a furniture company, so I was not familiar, but evidently in Europe it's very big. And I went to a press conference that Zenith had held, and they kind of introduced them, and I've become friendly with Romain, who's he's so good, and he's been very kind to me, and was able to, they were talking about how they came up with their collaboration, and then I went into the Zenith suite and got a hands-on with them, and they are terrific.
Yeah, they're very cool, the colors. So it's the green, orange,
blue and yellow, and vibrant colors, and an unusual case shape, and an unusual bracelet.
Is it a new case shape for Zenith?
I don't think so. They've got a Defy, I think, that's kind of similar to that, but I don't quote me on that. But just very cool. And if you if you bought one of the watches, you got a USM kind of cabinet that's they've made into like
with the colors that match the top.
Yeah. It was very cool. It came as a package deal.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, something a bit more fun and but still very much a high quality watch.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a big fan. That wasn't the only ones. Of course, they had that platinum.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, beautiful with the platinum bracelet.
Platinum bracelet that's spectacular. I always get the letters wrong. It's Zenith GFJ. Yeah, it's spectacular. One of the most beautiful bracelets I've ever seen, and they have engineered it all in platinum, but just a knockout.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are £10,400 per month.
Oh, for the US, not for the platinum.
Not for the platinum. That's add another zero on the end for that.
Yeah. And I think they're all limited in numbers and stuff. So if you want one, you better act now.
Better hurry. Very cool release then. Moving on to something a little more affordable.
Okay.
Frederique Constant.
Right.
I'm a big fan of Frederique Constant because I feel like their designs far outweigh the price. So you don't expect them to be that well valued.
Sure.
And they're high quality as well, aren't they? But they had a new, I don't want to call it a ladies collection because I don't believe in men's and ladies collections, but
well,
it's very 70s inspired, isn't it? And you got hands on with these. How did you find these?
Oh, the bracelet ones. It's interesting because they are to me, they look just as much like jewelry as they do as a watch. It looked like a beautiful lady's bracelet that happens to have a watch built in. And
they've got some stone dials as well. They've got a malachite, which is...
And the Zenith gal who modeled it for me, it just looked like, if you had a Valentine's Day or something coming up and you wanted to give it to your girlfriend or your wife or something like that, I thought they were really stunning.
They are beautiful, aren't they? And then it's been a good year for Frederique Constant because the perpetual calendar that came out at Watches and Wonders is now released with a new dial as well.
That's right. They had the silver dial that I got to show, and beautiful. And again, for what you get for the price,
it's crazy.
I mean,
it's £8,695,
and obviously that's not cheap.
No,
but for a perpetual calendar,
it is.
Where are you gonna get that for anything close?
Yeah, cheapness is relative, isn't it? And for a perpetual calendar, £8,965.
That's it.
Is cheap. Easy money. It's
less
than a submariner.
I got that money hiding in the couch. If I dig enough change
in 1p
out,
coins,
for sure.
So they've had the salmon dial already.
Yeah, I think that was the one that had come out at Watches and Wonders. That's right.
Do you prefer this or the salmon dial?
Well, I'll tell you, I like salmon, but salmon doesn't like me.
Okay.
If you are pale like I am,
me too. Yeah.
It disappears on the wrist. Okay, whereas that silver dial, it looks rich, it looks expensive, it's class. It's class.
It does look really nice, doesn't it? So we're kind of jumping around the scale here a little bit, but back up to the real top end, Czapek. Okay. This is a bit crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, Czapek is a brand that I've discovered and become friendly with.
Yeah, I was going to say you're quite good friends with the guys at
Become
Czapek.
friendly with them, and they've opened the doors for me and been so generous to me. I met them last year at Geneva Watch Days when they didn't know me. They didn't know I had a YouTube channel or anything, and they opened the doors to me. They treated me like I was, some bigwig, but it was ever since then. Their watches, they had this Antarctique special Retroponte RUR with the robot head at 12 o'clock. And if you have not seen that, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The eyes on that robot head.
Yeah. So they change color.
Yeah.
When you start. You just have to see it to believe it. See it to believe it, but it's super cool.
It is watchmaking at the very highest level, isn't it?
100%. I love their watches anyway, but that was a standout for me.
That's very cool. Let's see if we can find the price on that. 58,000 Swiss francs. Not as high as I was expecting, actually, considering the level of watchmaking here.
Well, I'm sure if you want one...
If I want one.
I'm sure...
If I want one and had 58,000 Swiss francs, then maybe.
Well, I look at a lot of watches that are pricier, and we believe in aspirational watches, and that's, why not?
Oh, yeah, I never thought when I was kind of getting into watches that I'd ever be able to have like an IWC or a Rolex, and you just never know where life is going to take you. And now I'm lucky enough to own both, and it's just, yeah. So things are aspirational. They might seem out of the realm now, so maybe, but you just never know.
Maybe this time next year you'll have a Czapek on your wrist.
Maybe. I think my money would be going FP Journe if I had that kind of money, but it's a completely different thing. So another high-end brand, Moser.
Oh, right,
yeah, we love Moser.
We're big fans, and they had some super cool watches there. Also that, and they were very welcoming. They've got that new, what's it called with the brown?
They call it salmon, don't they?
Oh yeah. It's a perpetual calendar in a Moser kind of way. In a with smoked salmon.
Okay.
To me, it looked more brown,
It looks more like the barrel you would smoke something in than the actual smoked salmon itself.
But it was on the wrist, so beautiful, so luxe, just spectacular watch. I'm a big fan of
their quality and their material science
and their design language. To me, it's very unique.
And simplistic but beautiful in its simplicity.
Yeah, 100%. I would say. 100%. And when the closer you get, the more you look at it, then you realize. And they also have a jump hour, a new jump hour watch that was very unique also.
This interests me because I'm not a huge fan of jump hour complications. Really? In some watches, I feel like it leaves too much empty space on the dial.
2025 is the year of the jump hour.
It is the year of the jump hour. I'm behind the trend.
If you don't have a jump hour in your, then you're
losing out.
Yeah.
But this is a really cool way of doing a jump hour, and they've called it a flying hours. So it has that rotating disc in the middle and 3 windows at, I guess, 12. Was that 4 and 8?
Something like that.
Yeah. And as the wheel spins round to the new window, the letter appears, the hour appears in the... it's just a really, really cool and innovative way. I mean, Moser have always been innovative about their ways of telling time, but this, to me, I feel like pushes that boundary even further.
And they were so nice, and I got to do a hands-on, and on my video,
you can see it working.
And they had one that's kind of basic, I think they call it a smoky white or something like that, and then they have another one that's with an aventuring dial in rose gold. That was, if you want something even more fancy.
Yeah, it's very, very dressy.
But both unique in the best sort of way.
They call it white fumé, and it's a beautiful kind of grey to white gradient from the outside in.
Yeah, very cool. If you were that, everybody would be
everyone would want to be friends with you.
Listen, if I have to buy my friends, I'll do it. That's that's a lot of money to buy friends, but hey, if that's what it takes.
So the fumé is 29,000 Swiss francs. And then if I go quickly back to the gold with the aventuring dial, it is 39,000. So it's an extra 10,000 for that rose gold and the aventuring dial. But it depends what your style is, doesn't it?
Well worth it.
Absolutely. Very cool watches. Also, just quickly, while Rob's in the studio today, he's going to be checking out some new straps for some of his watches. And if you would like to get a new watch strap or any watch accessories, then make sure to check out the WatchGecko store using the link in the description. Thank you. Another, I guess you could kind of link them together, Moser and MB&F, in that kind of haute horology, high-end independent sense.
Right.
But they do go about their ways of telling time slightly differently, don't they? MB&F being a bit more crazy, would you say? A bit more unique?
Yeah, definitely unique, but they very much have their look. Similar to Moser.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know a Moser when you see it, you know an MB&F when you see it. Totally. And those guys were so excited. It's a young crew, just enthusiastic as all get out, and it was just a pleasure to see it and to discover it and all of that. And I've been very fortunate because I went to Paris a few months ago, and I did a watch prowling in Paris.
I saw that. It was a good video.
And I went to Chrono Passion, and I met the gentleman Laurent Picciotto. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And he was actually one that, if not discovered, the gentleman that Max
Buser,
that he was involved with him, and so he told me all the kind of the background story, and so now that when I see them, I know what's going on and everything, and to see how they've come, how far they've come, and how cool they are and everything. It's been a real gift, and I can appreciate it more.
Yeah, I'm sure. And they had two new dial colors?
Yep, two new dial colors
for the Legacy Machine 101 Evo.
That's right. So there's another salmon dial, which we like.
Not only is it the year of the jump hour, it's the year of the salmon.
Yeah, well, salmon I think started last year, and it's just kind of carry on. Us pale people have had enough of that of the salmon.
Move on to something else.
But they also had a green. Now it's green. When you look at it, it's green, and then it becomes blue, and it becomes purple. So depending on the angle and the light, it does change color.
Yeah. You could get fidget spinners from 10 years ago that had that kind of...
I don't know that they would appreciate you comparing their watches to fidget spinners.
This is a bit more advanced than a fidget spinner.
But spectacular. If you want something beautiful, very unique, just...
But still classic in a sense, isn't it? Because it's got that sort of traditional case shape and a domed sapphire. It's still a watch. It's not like some of the... stuff that they've come out with.
Some of the watches, you struggle to tell the time on it.
Yeah, but this is still a watch, but something that is very different.
I think the person that buys this or the H. Mosers, that's somebody who it wouldn't probably be your first watch, but people that, as you get into it, you might start off with something and have a Rolex and have this and that. And as you kind of go down the rabbit hole of watchmaking and stuff, when you see something like that, it just expands your consciousness of what can be.
Absolutely, yeah. This is definitely for the person that's kind of had the APs and had the Pateks and the Rolex, and they just want something which is completely different, but of that quality and arguably higher in a lot of cases, because these are incredibly beautifully built.
And you see that on somebody's wrist, and that's somebody who knows what they're doing.
Absolutely. And on a similar vein, you also got hands-on with the SP1, didn't you?
Yeah,
which is an absolute stunner.
It's size-wise. So my wrist, I have about a 6 3/4 inch wrist.
Oh, same as mine. Yeah.
And me personally, I don't like giant, chunky watches. No. But this, if memory serves, it's 38 millimeters, I believe, and it's thinnish. But it's to me, it's spectacular. It's simple and yet complex. And you can see right through it. Oh my God! I think if MB&F were to say, "Hey Rob, we appreciate your support and we want you to have one of our watches in gratitude,"
wouldn't that be great?
That would be the one that I would gladly accept.
I think I'd have to agree with you on that. It is just unlike anything else.
If y'all are watching, there you go.
Yeah.
So,
well,
my birthday's coming up.
Reach out.
My birthday's coming up.
Yeah, we can link your Gmail. A brand that's a bit closer to home than Fears.
Oh yeah, Fears.
I love Fears.
We love Fears. I like to support British watchmakers, and Nicholas from Fears took us in and couldn't have been any nicer. And he had some new stuff. Speaking of jump hour watches, his new jump hour. I think what do they call it? It's red, but they call it something fancy. Barley corn plum.
Which is so Fears, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's not red, it's barley corn plum.
Yeah. But when you see it, it does look like a plum. I don't know what barley corn is, but I know what a plum looks like, and it is kind of that shade of red. It's very rich. Yeah. It's really, really good. But the jump hour itself is super cool.
So having said earlier that I'm not a huge fan of jump hours, this is my favourite jump hour execution.
Okay.
I feel like because you've got that kind of gear shade pattern around the minutes dial, I guess you'd call it, and then the hour window at 12, and the Fears logo, and sort of in that standalone plaque, and then England at the bottom, it works so well, and it flows into the bezel and into the cushion case.
And it's super classy.
So classy and so well made as well. And for £4,250, a lot of money again, but it's so well executed.
No, 100%.
And I love the colour as well.
Oh, I do too. And the folks that know me and on my channel know that I have been on the hunt for the perfect red dial watch.
Okay.
And so every time I see a red or a shade of red, I'm like, okay, is this going to be the one? Is this going to be the one? Is this going to be the one? And this one, It's there. It's
Could be the one.
It's a super cool watch. Well, I'm not committing yet because I haven't seen all the red dial.
I haven't seen every
watches.
single red dial.
I have to see every single red dial in existence in current production before I can finally make a decision. But that would not be a bad choice if that was in it. And I will tell you the thing I have with jump hours, I have this issue is that a lot of them, the numbers are so small that I can't read, and that's one of the ones that you can actually tell the time on.
It's very legible. Yeah, I was lucky enough to see it at Best of British Watches in Brighton just this weekend gone.
Oh, right.
And it is very legible, actually, for a jump hour.
Yeah.
So I can completely agree.
It's nice to be able to tell the time on a watch.
It is, yeah, because otherwise it's just a bracelet, isn't it?
And they'll say, well, you got your phone. And it's like, well, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, but it's not as much fun, is it?
No.
The fears that I loved most from this release was the Brunswick 38 in charcoal rose.
Really?
As much as I love the jump hour, I think if I was to put my money to one, this would be it. I love the colour in the sort of the rehort on the sort of train tracks around the dial, and then the textured kind of charcoal-y colour, and the sub-dial with the matching rose, I guess you'd have the charcoal on the rose.
Sure.
It's beautiful, and the handset and the numbers and everything. I love the Brunswick 38 for the case size.
Right.
It's just elegant, classy, cushion-shaped case, beautiful, beautiful watch. But then this colorway has really kind of caught my attention.
Very good. Well, I think it's sharp. It's not my style, but that's the great thing about the watch world is there's so many choices. There's going to be something
for everyone. Absolutely. I feel like I couldn't buy this now because this is smart wear for me, t-shirt and jeans. So I think I need to up my style a little bit more before purchasing one of these, but absolutely this would be on my radar.
Well, I tell you, if you were wearing that watch, you'd automatically look more classy,
I'm sure I would.
And if anyone has the chance, I was very fortunate to go to Bristol to visit their boutique in Bristol, and that's a great experience too. And you go in there and they'll treat you like gold. The
thing I love about Fizz as well is that everyone in the company is so passionate about the brand. It's a passion project for them, and you really feel that when you go to the boutique, and it's such a well historically documented brand as well, Britain's oldest watch brand. It's still family run, Nicholas being the fourth managing director, as he calls himself. And he is the direct descendant of the original founders. And
he's so passionate. He's so passionate.
Yeah. It's just a brand that you want to spend a lot of time learning about.
100%.
And they make some incredible watches.
And I'm happy for their success.
Oh, me too. They've got big things planned as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing what comes in the future. So this is very much a similar kind of style, but a different execution. This is the Furlan Marri Disco Onyx Diamonds. So the Disco Volante came out fairly recently, didn't it? And then this is a limited edition with some very cool additions to the Disco Volante line.
Yeah, Furlan Marri is, I don't think I'd heard of them 2 years ago. They have exploded. They have exploded on the scene. And they were, in Geneva, they weren't in the hotels like some of the other ones because their offices are in Geneva in the city center. So I made an appointment and went to see them. And to be honest with you, the sign is like this big. And I walked right past it and I started panicking, thinking, oh, I'm going to be late and everything. And finally, I had somebody, there was a kids' clothing store next door. And I went in there all in a panic thinking, oh my God, she didn't speak English. My French sucks. But we managed to do it and ended up going back there. And they were so welcoming and explained it. And that watch, I think they've had some great releases. That one's really unusual. It's got these lab-grown diamonds and an onyx dial. Looks super sharp.
No, it's a very beautiful design. And again, I think we're seeing a bit of a trend with these kind of 70s designs coming back and reimagining themselves in these small independent brands. And this is kind of that to a T, isn't it?
Well, and I'm sad to say that I remember the 1970s, and and I do remember that kind of style. I mean, I was young, but I do remember kind of that style, and I think it's great.
I love that it's coming back, and it's just so cool and different as well. Everyone's we've seen every possible incarnation of a dive watch, haven't we? Or a pilot's watch or anything like that. So to see these kind of older designs coming back and being reimagined is very, very cool. And I think this is beautiful. I think it's really, really stunning.
Oh, no, 100%. And you can dress that up and dress that down. And I also like, they have really what they call mecha quartz.
Yes.
some of their
those chronograph models.
Oh my God, for maybe 500-600 pounds, that look way more expensive than they are.
They look like those. I can't remember the reference, but those Vacheron chronographs.
I mean, yeah, and very, very good on the wrist. So yeah, they've exploded.
Very cool brand. Something a bit crazy is the Ulysse Nardin, the Freak, and I think this is a collaboration with Crystallium.
Oh, is Crystallium I thought that was
a company that produces a specific kind of texture.
Okay, I thought that was the material. Crystallium was just a material that I hadn't heard of before. It could be.
It's an art form of Crystallium. Okay. So Crystallium has created this kind of textured dial, which looks amazing. It's almost like a rose gold color, isn't it?
When you see it, when I say it sparkles, that's not doing it justice, but you have to see it in different lights. And to be honest, I've not been a big Ulysse Nardin fan, but this one has won me over and spectacular.
There's something about rose gold and black, isn't there, as well, that just looks so cool. It's so modern but classic at the same time. Oh my God,
it just pops. I've never seen anything like it, but somehow it all came together. It's perfection.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite Freak that's ever been released. I just think it's so cool, but as you say, beautiful. And I would love to see it in person just to kind of get that effect, because photos and renders and everything will not do it.
I've seen it on the website, and when I put it on my Instagram, people are like, "Oh my God!" And people like myself, people that had never given Ulysse Nardin kind of the time of day, were like, "Oh, I need to reevaluate my life choices."
I think I am a little bit. It's a very cool watch. So a brand that I hadn't heard of that you have since taught me a little bit about, and I'm now very interested about.
Okay.
Can you tell us a bit about this watch?
Oh, I'm going to mispronounce the name, y'all. It's Holthinrichs. It's Dutch.
Yeah.
It's Dutch. And the guys were there. And this is a collaboration that they did with our good pal Chris, who's known as the dial artist.
Of course, yeah.
And it's a combination of
copper oxide
and something else.
24 karat leaf gold, it says here.
That's it. Let me tell you, it totally won me over. And they use the 3D printers for part of it too. When you look at the case shape, it's so unusual, but in the best sort of way. And they really did a good job on this. And I was very fortunate because we were in the offices of the Europa Star magazine, and it was a sunny day. And as soon as we took it outside, that thing was spectacular. And it's, oh my God. And he showed me some of their other watches, and they're very cool too.
They are beautiful. Yeah, I've just been having a look through the website, and every single dial is stunning. But this is the only one that uses that gold leaf, and I can just imagine in the sunshine in Geneva.
Oh my God! Oh my gosh! Yeah. It's a wow. It's a wow. And the guys were great. The guys were great too.
Oh, good.
So,
and it sold out, right?
Wouldn't surprise me
because it was a limited edition.
I know. I spoke to Chris, and he was so proud of it, and justifiably.
Yeah, I can see why.
I think that's one of his best pieces of work.
So Geneva Watch Days, I think, would you agree would I be right in saying that it's very much kind of independent brand based? Obviously you have the likes of Tag Heuer and Zenith there, but the majority are kind of...
I think it's a mixed bag.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I think there's a lot of brands that I had never heard of, and I still don't know, that I didn't have the opportunity to see. But it's much more, having been now to Geneva Watch Days and to Watches and Wonders, it's a very different experience. It's much more laid back, and most of them are in these hotel rooms that you just kind of go into, and sometimes you have an appointment and sometimes you don't. Right. But you really can. They have the opportunity to get hands-on, so it's the opportunity to see. It's not independent brands like you would see a lot of micro brands, I think, but and a lot of them are very expensive. I didn't see a lot of say £1,000 watches there, but and the weather was great. Geneva's so cool, and it's all around the lake. It's well worth the trip. And because if you're into watches, you can just kind of go in. It doesn't cost anything to go in.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, hotels and flights and everything costs,
everything.
but there's no entry fee. Anybody, you might end up talking to the president of a watch company. You don't even realize it, which at Watches and Wonders you could never do.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I need to go next year. I think
there you go.
It would be an amazing event.
I'm already looking forward to next year.
Yeah, that's exciting. But then one of the brands that definitely is in that independent space is Trilobe.
I guess Trilobe, if you say it,
French, yeah.
They corrected
Imagine.
me. Yeah, but you could say Trilobe. It's not
butcher the pronunciation as always. But they, again, very unique design style, but they very much have their DNA across the ranges. They brought out a new, again, pronunciation is going to be wrong here. 32, maybe. Is that correct?
Well,
who knows?
I'm not sure what you said, so we'll go with a yes.
Okay, perfect. But this is a very cool integrated bracelet style watch. And
I never thought I would fall in love with a watch that had no hands.
Okay.
And this is one I first saw actually in London at the Swiss Gallery on Bond Street. They had them. And it took me a while to kind of figure out what was going on there. And once I figured it out, it's the coolest thing ever. The movements, it's basically 3 discs, 2 of them on top of the biggest disc. But it all works.
Yeah.
It all works.
It is a beautiful design. And even though it's asymmetric as well, that kind of grouping of it's the seconds and minutes, isn't it, in those 2 subdials, that being symmetrical and
it doesn't look off. It doesn't look off. Even if you have you've got some kind of mental thing where you have trouble with things that aren't symmetrical.
Like an OCD sort of thing.
Yeah. It just works. And I could just stare at it forever.
It is beautiful, isn't it? And then they've got a new shade of blue, isn't it? Which is
they've got 2 on integrated bracelets, and those wore very, very well too. Yeah.
And again, the quality of these is the highest that you could possibly imagine.
And if you're looking for something different that nobody else is going to have, definitely worth it.
I've never seen one outside of Swiss Gallery. So
really?
Yeah, it's something unique. If you want to go to a red bar and want something unique, then get yourself a Trilobe.
There you go.
Okay, something else that wasn't technically a Geneva Watch Days release, but I wanted to ask you about because I've seen this online and I've fallen in love with it, but you actually got hands-on with it. It's the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Perpetual Calendar Ultra Thin.
Yeah, in white gold and the burgundy dial. I had gone to London, a few weeks ago, to Harrods, to the Vacheron, with the idea of seeing this one, and they have a new gold on gold on gold.
Yellow gold with the gold dial, yeah.
And this was the week that they announced it, and they had the gold one, but they didn't have the white gold one with the burgundy dial. And again, as I said earlier, I'm looking for the perfect red dial watch. So one of my plans while I was in Geneva was to kind of play hooky, sneak over to Vacheron Constantin in hopes that I would get to see it. So I went over there and I said to the guy, I said, listen, I know you're going to tell me, I've got a question for you. You're going to tell me no, but I'm going to ask you anyway. And I said, do y'all have the brand new Overseas Perpetual Calendar Ultra Thin in the white gold and the burgundy dial? And he had the biggest grin on his face. And I thought, ooh, and he brought it out. And I have to say, it's a grail watch. It's spectacular. I don't know. I know I probably overused that word, but oh my God.
It's justified in this, isn't it? It's just the watchmaking level here. I mean, Vacheron is known for that. But this is 8.1 millimeters thick.
Yeah.
Automatic.
With a perpetual
calendar.
That have that movement and to be that thin.
Yeah.
And
that's the case thickness, by the way, not the movement thickness.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's the whole thing. And it comes with the white gold bracelet, which is so beautiful.
Yeah, the overseas bracelet is amazing.
But I love it. Comes with a matching red rubber strap too. That's very easily interchangeable.
Yeah,
and you can wear. It becomes kind of sporty.
Yeah, it's 50 meters of water resistant as well, so it is a sports watch as the overseas should be.
I don't know that I would necessarily use it for that because I'd be too paranoid. But again, it's all the adjectives you can think of. I was eyeballing the security guys at the front to think how fast they were. How fast they were. If I was younger and it had sneakers on, I probably would have made a run for it.
Run out with it.
But oh my God!
Yeah, this is an incredible watch. Again, not a Geneva Watch Days release, but still something that you got hands on with, and I'm very jealous.
Memorable.
Yeah. Need to see if I can find one to try on.
There you go.
It's a bit out of my budget though, isn't it? How much are they?
And it's 106,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm not sure in Swiss francs, but because it comes with the rubber strap, it's like basically getting two watches for the price of one.
Two watches for the price of 100 watches, really.
Well, but if you think about it, it's really only about 50-something thousand because you're getting two watches for 106,000.
Yeah, but then how many watches could you get for 50,000?
Yeah, but if you had this one, you wouldn't need.
You wouldn't need any others, would you?
Else.
That is very true, because this would do everything.
I'd retire from looking at watches. I'd be like, okay, have a look at this.
Just quit the YouTube channel and just retire from everything.
I would just stare at it and yeah.
Fair enough. That's a baller move. Yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful watch.
Between that one and the Zenith GFJ, the Platinum, both of them.
They're a similar price, aren't they, with the Platinum bracelet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have your choice.
Yeah. Or spend 200 grand and get both.
Consider it done.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a real pleasure to have you here, and we've just had such a great time talking about watches, haven't we?
Well, listen, I appreciate y'all having me here. It's been a blast.
Yeah, it's been fun, but I do have to ask quickly before you go.
Oh no!
If there's one watch that you could take home from the show, just one, which would it be?
Just one. I'm so greedy. I can't. If I had to pick one, it'd be probably the Vacheron. However, because I'm looking for the perfect red dial.
Of course.
However, but I'm going to change your rules, and they weren't officially in the show, so I'd have to go in the show, the Zenith GFJ with the Platinum dial. Perfection.
Perfect choices. Amazing. Well, thanks so much to everyone that has watched up until this point. And if you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, subscribe to both the WatchGecko and the Rob the American YouTube channels, hitting the notification bell so that you never miss a new upload. And I'll see you all in another video very soon.
Thanks, y'all.